Alright, we are rolling. Okay. Hello. It's been a while. I'm trying to keep the editing to extremely minimal on this video, so I'm trying to make it quick. Part 1 and 2 I gotta record at this little session. I just recorded the entire video and it unfortunately turned the camera off, so that was cool. Let me double check that it's recording actually. Okay, we're good. Alright. So, here's the dealio. Life updates. It's part 1. I've had a bit of a summer, full-time job, got on medication, going to school in the fall, but you know. I've been playing music, I've been accountability grouping with my friends, and it's been great. Things have been awesome. So. Things are getting better at the very least, so that's pretty good. More in depth, I turned older-ish. I'm 21 as of now. I have a full-time job. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot. My summer's been busy, but not like summer busy, like parties and pools and stuff like that. Or even a lot of drinking since I turned 21, which I think is good. Kept a pretty healthy relationship with substances, which I think is not a bad thing. Okay. So yeah, I've been doing good. Type how you are in the comments. I know that only my friends watch these videos, so I'd love to hear from you. Part 2. This is the real reason I want to make this video, is I guess like a little update for the, two things. Update for the channel. I committed a while back to doing a video a week. I'm no longer doing that. I unfortunately am not about that life. It's not for me. This channel isn't like a job. It's not really a priority, other than the fact that it's fun. So I'm gonna try, not commit to, but try to make a video every month, around the beginning of the month. This is for August. I'm recording it as of the end of July, so should go up hopefully August 1st. That's part 2. I should be doing one roughly once a month about random stuff that I want to talk about. Got a lot of, I feel like, fun, to me, topics that I would love to spew and then force my friends to watch via sending them a link to a YouTube video. And they're like, who is this? Oh my god, it's Mr. J. Yeah. And part 3. Let's talk about philosophy. Yay, I know, everybody's favorite topic for me. Let me make sure the camera's still rolling. We're still good. Alright. I'm going to try to keep this short because I've already recorded this once. This is my second take and it was too long. Since I was 13, I wanted to make a philosophy, and as well, I'm not a very prescriptive person. I don't like telling people what to do. I try not to be bossy. So, from what I see that the world could need most right now is just people taking their lives into their own hands and committing themselves to making things better for themselves, their communities, for people in general. Right? Philosophy is called sagacism. The name doesn't really matter, but what matters are these 4 principles. People work better together. People can do things to make their own lives better, either within themselves or out in the real world. Same thing for groups of people and their communities. And that human progress, knowledge, and moving forward in life is a good thing ultimately and should be pursued by people. Now, what all of that exactly means depends on context, depends on who you are, where you're born, what language you speak, what culture you're from, etc. So I will not be prescriptive in this. This is up to you to interpret. But I will say this is how I've interpreted it, and this is the point of it to me. I think that I should create groups or a group of people that are dedicated to human progress, accountability groups, spiritual groups, political action groups, and so on and so forth, because that's where I find that people will do the best, working together or working separately but with each other's support and advice. And that's pretty much what I have to say on that in my own personal life. Where I'd like it to go is I'd love everybody to have their own little group of some sort, because, but I don't know how that's going to work, so I'll let people take care of that on their own. I'm just going to try to provide the tools, resources, and as much knowledge as I physically can for people around the world to make their circumstances, lives, and so on better. Now, that's part 3. That's a lot of words. I'm trying to keep the word salad out of this. What does that really mean? So, I've made an accountability group with my friends. We're working really well. For example, for years I've been trying to play guitar. In the 2 months that this group has been even like slightly a thing, I've played more guitar now than I have in the last 3 years prior. 3 years, dude. I've made more progress in 4 years, in 2 months than I did in 4 years of playing guitar, I would say, at least. And it's getting to be, like, if I do this for the rest of the year, like, I will be better and progress more in, like, 6 months than I have the last 6 years that I've played guitar. Let me check to make sure it's still rolling. Yeah, okay. As you can see, I'm a little nervous about the camera shutting off again because I do not want to do this again. But yeah, essentially, that group has helped me a lot, and I think that having this sort of accountability group that's outside of, like, a lot of them are very centered on specific audiences, because you can't just do a general accountability group. But I mean, anybody can make one, really. It's not hard. Grab a couple people, set a couple goals, make a group chat. Like, it's very simple. The hardest part is just getting people to come and meet and check in on each other every day. That's it. And once you're past that hurdle, it gets a lot easier. And it gets a lot better for you and everybody else in the group, I feel like, if you're doing it right. But anyways, why am I talking about this? Like I said before, I want to create a philosophy. The group that I'm creating is called the Sagacious Order because I've had this stupid pipe dream since I was a kid about like having a group of people that go and change the world and crap, kind of like the fucking Team Daiguren from Gurren Lagann. And I'm like, dude, I'm tired of the idea of being in here. I gotta get it out there. So I'm gonna have a group of people, and I already do, but I'm gonna slowly expand it, make it cooler, better, whatever. And hopefully people can take some of inspiration from what I do and some of the resources that I hope to provide that will help people make themselves better. And I guess the last point that I want to make is, why is this important to you? A lot of the time, I think I see people struggling on their own, and they think that that's the way that it has to be, or they prefer it that way. But realistically, they don't know a different way of being. Like, for a while I said I like to do self-improvement, but I like getting better. I don't necessarily like getting better alone. And a lot of other people that are in the self-improvement, whatever community, fall prey to guys that make money off this shit selling courses, like fucking Andrew Tate or Sneeko or whatever, or like weird masculinity cults, instead of just trying to do a little better every day. And I'm tired of people paywalling this shit. It doesn't need to cost money. Knowledge should be free. Access to peers that you can trade notes with and work with should be free, and I intend to make it so for as many people as possible. But I don't think you can start something from the top down. That's why I'm making this a member-led group. There's no leaders, there's just people and things that we want to do, and the days that we meet that we discuss how we're doing. So why does this matter to you? Whatever you can think of, whatever hobby or career or whatever you're trying to pursue, people can benefit from this. If I'm a musician and you're a corporate suit person who's trying to get ahead in the corporate world, I mean, I might not agree with what you do for work or help. Like, I might not want that lifestyle for myself or anything, but that doesn't mean that my advice is like worthless. You know, there could be some punk rocker in this accountability group talking to some corpo suit guy, and as long as you leave your judgments at the door and come to try to be helpful and not controlling, maybe it's, I'm having trouble affirming myself at work. Well, have you considered all these people are just as stupid as you, says the punk rocker. There's knowledge to be shared from every perspective, and I think that pigeonholing ourselves is not a bad thing always, but I want to make something that is more general, more accessible, and hopefully a little bit more useful for most people. So yeah, I'm not going to make 1,000 of them and force people to join them or anything. I'll give you the tools, I'll give you advice, I'll give you whatever I can, but when it comes to actually doing the damn thing, making the group, or going to go do your stuff, that is on you. But I definitely can be there to help, and so can a lot of other people. That's about all I have to say. I'm going to check one more time to make sure it's recording. Okay. Camera battery's almost dead. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. More research to come on the sagacious and the sagacious order. Leave comments, and if you enjoyed the idea, send it to a friend, whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright, I need to go. Bye. Thank you.